one of the greatest pleasures I was able to enjoy in New York City. And moving out to the country, it's definitely one of those trade-offs. But one of the things that I used to enjoy immensely was a good night out on the town. You know, a lot of people, they used to, or they're accustomed to flying out to other countries, traveling abroad. Everybody had their own thing, and that's fine, you know. But my thing was a nice night out on the town. I mean, making reservations at a high-end restaurant. One of my favorite restaurants I used to go to was a restaurant called Windows of the World. And it was on top of the World Trade Center. And it's one of those restaurants where there was not a price tag on the menu. And I used to love going there. You had to be dressed up, and especially going out on dates. Back then, when dates were appreciated, when you can get dressed up and go out and go to a dinner, movie, and a play, and it was appreciated and respected by women. Today, that kind of activity is not looked at as respectable activity. It's a maiden, isn't it? But going back to the point, I used to enjoy and still do going out to a nice restaurant and enjoying a nice meal. And moving out to the country, it's a blessing to be able to, instead of having to go out to get a T-bone steak or some filet mignon or some rack of lamb, I get to enjoy that at home. It's a staple to enjoy some nice steak or some venison or some organic chicken or some rack of lamb, because we raise or hunt the majority of our food. To be able to go in the garden and have a nice garden salad is just a beautiful thing. I mean, it's just a morale lifter when you're able to produce your own food and enjoy it, and know that it's not filled with a bunch of chemicals and herbicides and pesticides. I know what goes into my rack of lamb or my leg of lamb, because I watched that thing be birthed. I watched it nurse. I watched it grow up on the land, and I took it to the processor, and it was butchered. So I know what goes into my lettuce and tomatoes and cucumbers and kale and the peppers. And I mean, it's just good, clean eating. And as a direct result of that, we enjoy a good, healthy life. The eggs, I mean, I can go on and on. It's not like eating good, clean food that you've grown yourself. However, we live in a world today, and the reports are coming out, and it's mainstream, how they are creating and making the chicken. You can't even, I mean, the way that they process chicken today, I mean, it's just it's a shame. This is not real food. You got these Israeli companies coming out with lab-grown meat. I tell you, I saw a video of how they process lamb. I mean, it's just grueling. I mean, it's just sad to see the state of the food that people are consuming today. And we clearly see the mental health effects, the physical health effects of food. So they're going past genetically modified food, GMO food. They're going to bioengineered food. They're going to lab-grown food. And now the USDA, which is supposed to be acting within the best interests of the American people, are not doing that. They haven't been doing it for a very long time. You look at the food, you look at the water. It's a blessing to be able to drink good, clean water. To see my children consume and drink good, clean water. And you see people out there today, the bottled water, stop drinking that Walmart bottled water. It's not good. It's just as contaminated and tainted as the water that you get out of your tap. It's just a blessing to be able to grow and produce our own watering, tap our own water, and grow our own food. But again, it brings me back to the point that you can't even go out and get good, clean food no more. You don't know what they put in that food. Sure, you can detox, but it's getting to the point where I'm deeply concerned about even going out to eat. Just going out to eat. I'm at the point in time where if I go out to a restaurant and I have a burger or something, I bring my own meat. Could you imagine walking to a restaurant and saying, you know what, hey, I don't even know how that would be received. But if I want a burger, I just bring some lamb meat and say, hey, instead of I'll pay the same price. However, can you just cook this meat for me, please? Can you just make this burger for me, please? Put that on the grill. I don't even know how it would be received. Hey, can you just put that rack of lamb or that leg of lamb on there and cook this for me? No dishonor, no disrespect to the chef or anything, but I just like to eat my own food. I'm at that point where I'm at the point where I'm willing to try it. But it's sad today that you can't even go out to a restaurant, and the food is just such poor quality in these restaurants today. I know good food. I'm the original foodie. I know good, clean food. I know high-end food. I know good, clean, quality, well-presented food. Be it in New York, in New York City, you can go to a high-end restaurant every damn day a week and never cover all of the restaurants that they have in New York City. I miss it. I really do miss it. That's one of the things that I do miss greatly. But it is sad that you just can't even trust the food that they serve in the restaurants anymore, because now the USDA has authorized the sale and distribution of lab-grown meat to restaurants. And they're not even required to disclose to you what kind of meat that they are preparing for you, as the price of that stuff even goes up even more so. It's sad, man. It really is. It's disheartening. But yesterday we had some saints over and did a little fellowship in it, did a little working and did a little shooting. And we had a nice, good meal. We threw some steaks on the grill, and we threw some leg of lamb on the grill, and we put some chicken on the grill, and we grilled that up with some hickory wood, all produced on land. And it was just good, clean, delicious eating. I'm looking forward to having some leftovers, some pasta salad with some stuff that was grown on the land. And anything that we buy, we attempt to buy organic. And I just don't even know how much you can trust that in this day and age. But I don't know, it's just very disheartening, because it's one of those things that you used to love to do, and I was looking forward to doing it. But you just can't trust what they're selling in these stores and in these restaurants. What do you think? Sad, isn't it? But it's just a blessing to be able to go home after a hard day's work or work on the land all day and sit down to a good, clean, well-prepared, delicious meal. That was just on my mind. You have a blessed day. Shalom.